Today marks the 35th anniversary of the release of Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. Not the first mascot or killer app for the famed 16-bit console, as myself and others have mentioned before, it's easily the first one that became an icon across the board. So, to kick off my year-long celebration, let's open up 1991's Sonic the Hedgehog. The game has seen numerous releases since its debut on the Genesis, Mega Drive for anyone watching outside the United States, and this review is based on the version in Sonic Origins. I especially like how the spin dash from the sequels are integrated back into that version along with the drop dash. There is one rather infamous port in particular we'll talk about another time, but for now, its sheer influence and volume re-releases have functionally made it the Skyrim of mascot with attitude platform games. The story is simple but effective. Dr. Ivo Robotnik Eggman is encasing woodland creatures inside robots, falls to Sonic to free them and stop the Doctor. The game consists of 6 zones, divided into 3 acts each, with a boss fight at the end of Act 3 of each stage. There are also 6 artifacts known as Chaos Emeralds hidden inside special stages, which you can enter by jumping into gold rings which appear at the end of the first 2 acts, each stage as long as you have collected at least 50 rings at the end. There are 2 ways to exit a special stage: reach the goal, or collect the Chaos Emerald. I tend to go for the latter, as collecting all 6 of them, blue, red, white, yellow, pink, and green, gets you the best ending. Now, let's go through each zone. First is Green Hill Zone, whose design and music have been a recurring feature of the franchise ever since. Much as World War I did for Super Mario Bros., playing it the first time tells you exactly what kind of game you're in for. At the end of Act 3, we face the first Doctor's Mods for his Eggmobile, the Egg Wrecker. I never meant to start a war, I just wanted you to let me in. Each boss takes 8 hits to defeat, and each zone ends by freeing the trapped animals inside a capsule. Stage 2 is the Immortal Zone, which has a Greco-Roman look and feel. Evading lava moats and traps is key here, with the boss at the end being the Egg Scorcher. This mod sets the platforms on fire, and you have to avoid the flames while wrecking the mod. On to Stage 3, the Spring Yard Zone. The music is fittingly bouncy for all the bumpers and platforms to leap across. The boss at the end is the Egg Stinger mod, which pulls out each platform beneath you. The trick is to hit the Eggmobile without getting skewered yourself. Next is Stage 4, the Labyrinth Zone. It's the first of many water stages where you must grab air bubbles to prevent drowning and evade a variety of traps. The boss is a bit of a change up from before, where you have to chase the Eggmobile through the maze while staying ahead of the rising water. Stage 5 is the Starlight Zone. I also like the music on the stage and how it marks an early showcase of there being more than one way to get to the goal. The boss at the end is the Egg Spiker. He tries to drop mace balls on us, and so we must use a set of springboards to volley the mace balls ourselves at the Doctor. On to Stage 6, the Scrap Brain Zone. This mechanized factory is another maze of traps and obstacles like has a musical theme. They even stick parts of the Labyrinth Zone in there again. All that's missing is a light of Bowie and his very form-fitting tights. The final face-off against Dr. Eggman is in the Egg Crusher. You must avoid the pistons while striking Eggman, do successfully 8 times, and the island is saved. Credits roll into the Goblet of Chaos Emeralds. I get to enjoy Eggman stomping on the end title like a petulant child. The game sold over 15 million copies since its original release alone, making it the console's bestseller, kicking off a franchise that still continues to this day. There have certainly been peaks and valleys since then. I've always done my best to give each title the benefit of the doubt in terms of quality. This game is the purest form of the speed platforming mix. I'm eager to talk about as many titles and spin-offs as I can over the coming year. With this, I've now reviewed all the main 16-bit console installments, and my overall look at the franchise with the 5th anniversary has begun. Take care for now. Gotta go fast. Stage 2 is the Marble Zone, where which has a great Garland look and feel to it. So